oddest things about living in the Midwest is that on Labor Day, they have a parade to celebrate labor unions. And for those of you who grew up in the Midwest, you're like, yeah, of course you would. What else would you do on Labor Day? And I literally did not make the connection that that's what Labor Day was for until I moved to the Midwest. Growing up in Southern California, we just barbecued and went, cool, day off for the laborers. We're all laborers, right? Did you guys know? What is this? Oh man, guys. All right. Yep.
Spokane and Tacoma teachers. I heard you guys were going through it. You know, you needed a night out. You needed to just have a moment. And I've also heard, oh, there's a fly. Okay. Oh gosh. I've also heard that I need to come through. And so I am. July 19th and 20th, I'm going to be at the Spokane Comedy Club and then the Tacoma Comedy Club with Andrea Kaspari. And we can't wait. You can get tickets at educatorandrea.com/tickets now. Because it's like in 2 weeks. No, teachers don't get paid enough. And let me show you why. This was just confiscated from indoor recess. Do you, also I have other questions as well. That's like a dildo bop it. Like how, why are there, is it like a gamified situation? Is there just like levels you have to get to? It looks like there would be music somehow associated with it. Like maybe like you play like maybe there's like a theme music, like Jaws. It just looks like something that I don't understand at all. And also, how did you not notice that that was in their backpack? It looks like it would make noise being removed from your bedside drawer. What are you doing? Please pick it up after school. I might be a little bit critical of ordering something like a mattress off of an online website, except for the fact that I got a lull when we first moved into Indiana and we had a queen size and I was obsessed with it and it's now in our guest room. But for our new master bedroom, we decided to upgrade to a king size bed and I knew I had to get a lull mattress again because it has been so difficult for my husband and I to find a mattress we agree on because he really likes things a little bit firmer. I like it to be a little bit squishier. And so the lull mattress, for whatever reason, actually hits both of the things that we like. We are obsessed with it. And also with a king size mattress from Lowell, when I'm turning over, I don't feel like I'm gonna bounce him off of the other side of the bed. And when he's shifting around in the night, I also cannot feel it, right? It is such a comfortable mattress. I cannot even tell you. It's phenomenal. They have a 365-day money-back guarantee and you need to go check it out today. Go get yourself a Lowell mattress and sleep better. 6, 7. Did that fill you with rage? Did you feel it in your soul? Have you heard that 3 million times in the past hour? Then you might also be a teacher, which means you probably need a break. And I will be at the Indianapolis Helium Comedy Club October 11th. And I just know that you and your teacher besties need a night out. So get your tickets now. It is going to be an amazing time. And I promise never, never to do what I just did at the beginning of this video again. Hi, here are the ways that my children have humbled my husband and I this week. My husband is bald and my son went up to him and said, "Daddy, do you have a forehead?" And my husband said, "Yeah, buddy, I've got a forehead." And he said, "Where does it end?" On the way to summer day camp, I told my kids I loved them so much and they did not respond. And so I said, "Hey, excuse me, I love you." And my daughter said, "We heard you." And I was like, "Okay, hold on a second." She said, "Mama, sorry. I mean, we heard you." My husband was spanked with a kitchen spoon when he was a kid. And so I joked with my son when he was acting feral that I needed to go get the kitchen spoon. "All right, do I need to go get the spoon?" I said, and he looked at me and said, "Why, Mama? Are you gonna eat something?" My son came out for like the 5th time to get another snuggle. And I was like, "That's it. You need to go to your room and get in bed. No more snuggles." And he said, "Mama, you always say that and you always snuggle." Single time that I said the word climax while I was trying to instruct my students on plot structure, they would simultaneously and unanimously go, "She!" I overheard one of my students talking to another one about the length and girth of another student also in this class, and I said, "Dear God, stop, please." And they said, "You know what, miss, we're sorry. We know you're just trying to live, laugh, love." I had my students doing some work, so I was like walking around and checking on them, and there was one kid that I told to put his phone away like 10 times. And as I walked by, I saw he had his phone out again. I took a deep breath. And his friend next to him smacked him upside the head and said, "Miss is going to turn you into a hashtag if you don't start doing your work." Which I did not say that. But as a get to know you activity, I let my students kind of look around and investigate the teacher and then give me takeaways about what they learned about me. And the way they described my classroom was as a, quote, wet dream for middle-aged white women everywhere. Rude. I had some high schoolers that once said that they would go and slash some tires for me if that is something I wanted to have happen. I did turn them down, but I kind of wanted to not turn them down because what had happened was there was a guy that I worked with and he was a band director. You know the type. And I had reserved the auditorium for acting out some Shakespeare with my class. And so after having gone through the proper protocol and steps to do that, my class was in there acting out Shakespeare amazingly well. And then this man came in and screamed at me and told me I was dumb and rude in front of my entire class. And I apologized profusely because I was a first-year teacher, and said I was so sorry, and we moved back into my classroom. And my students looked at me and said, "Miss, I don't think so. Did you want us to handle that? He can leave the school today and he can have no tires. He could have flat tires. You just let us know." Are you kind of dumb and work for the school district? You're not dumb. Well, we disagree. Welcome to the district mandated safety training, where we make sure that we don't have to pay out any unemployment and disability. What? Because we care about you. Honestly, I mean, they know we could give a crap. There's asbestos in literally every building in the district. Were you going to stand on a chair to rehang the bulletin boards that we made you remove because we waxed all of the floors? That's crazy. Let's see what happened to Kimberly, who did just that. It's too high. I better stand on this chair. We'd love to show you more about Kimberly's story, but we can't because she's dead now. I'm actually fine. And her children are orphans in the street. Next up, let's talk about the best way to lift. Say you had to move this chair. Would you move it like this? You stupid dumb idiot. Obviously, you need to use your legs.
Like that.